It's a hockey stream on as the start of episode 600 here on the VIG Lounge. Can't believe I've made 600 episodes in this channel rebrand now. I clearly have no life, but that's okay. And, of course, we're going to be kicking it off, as mentioned, with some hockey. Game 3 between the Golden Knights and Hurricanes. Now, I know my stream went better than the actual game, with the Golden Knights losing in OT. But I'm hoping with the scene shift that Vegas can get back to their game, go up 2-1. Because I have a feeling that this game's going to go, or this series, sorry, is going to go at least 6 games. And I'm thinking Vegas in 6, of course, but so we'll have to lose it sometime. And let's see if we can go up 3-0 in this playthrough on home ice. Or will the Hurricanes have the Golden Knights enter the eye of the storm in their own building? There's only one way to find out. Before we do that, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. With housekeeping out of the way, let's jump right in to the Stanley Cup Final, Game 3, Golden Knights versus Hurricanes. Eichel and Aho meeting at center ice. And it was an easy draw for Carolina because I didn't wait long enough. Golden Knights get it back. Brayden McNabb, who suffered a horrific injury in Game 2, and I hope that he's doing well. If he's not in a position to play, don't force it. If he's got to heal, let him heal regardless, because long-term health is honestly more important than the Stanley Cup. I'm sorry to say, but I'm a big believer in that. People playing through collapsed lungs and all that, you can say they're heroic if you want to, but I just think that, not good for your long-term health. Big drive! Theodore got blocked. And Seth Jarvis, the OT hero, IRL for Carolina. I don't know. Now, William Karlsson has it. He's being hounded by the aforementioned Seth Jarvis. Puck lands on the stick of Mitch Maner. Maner up in front, denied by Anderson. Fast-paced game in the early going. There's not a lot of shots on goal, but making it work. Here's Marner, and again, and he scores! Viva Mitch Maner! Viva Mitch Maner! And the Golden Knights break the ice! So I've got to ask, how much does a polar bear weigh? It is, of course, enough to break the ice, baby. Look at this filthy move by Mitch Maner, and the Golden Knights are up 1-0. And Rasmus Anderson got an assist on that one. As the Golden Knights' second line puts them up 1 early. And it looks like we're going to have a penalty? Oh no, the net got knocked off. Okay, never mind. 13:37 to go in period 1. And Tomas Hertl wins a draw, finally for the Golden Knights. Got it up to Barbashev. Barbashev to the front of the net, denied by Anderson. Puck along the wall, collected by Taylor Hall, then given away. Out to no man's land, nearly picked off by Sissons. DeAndre Miller skates in for Carolina. Noah Hannafin says, hey, how's it going? And he got the best of that exchange. Gonna be an icing call. I feel like it almost bounced off of Anderson, so I'm surprised that it would have been icing. I thought it was going to be an offensive zone draw for us, but it's not the case. Beautiful defensive play. Puck lands on the stick of Ivan Barbashev. Barbashev carries in for the Golden Knights in the right wing circle. Finds some space. Shoots off the bar. Posty! And Anderson scrambles and covers up the rebound. As we're nearly halfway through this first. Eichel back out there to take the draw. And Eichel brings it in offside. And he will get the whistle. Highlighting Jacob Slavin, a defensive stalwart for the Canes. Carolina wins another draw. Golden Knights trying to stay with it. And they do, but the Canes get it back, and a big save by Carter Hart. VGK gets it back. Up the right side. Big drive by Korzak, and it goes off the mask of Anderson. He will hang on. Up the middle to Braden McNabb. Now Jacob Slavin. Braden McNabb will dump it in. As I say, sending out my best to Braden to hope he's doing well. Score! Again! Brady Speed, number 93, and the Golden Knights lead by 2. What an absolutely gorgeous goal. For Maner as it just pops out in the slot. And he puts it home on the backhand. Top shelf. What a gorgeous goal that was. As the Golden Knights are now up 2-0 from this quote-unquote playoff ghost, according to the Toronto media. And Rod Brind'Amour looking a little flustered on the bench. Golden Knights, 2 goals on 8 shots. Carolina has 4 shots of their own. Have yet to find the back of the net. Save, rebound, score, and Taylor Hall on the rebound. 2-1 as Carolina gets themselves on the board. This is all Taylor Hall. He takes the rebound. No chance for Hart. And this second line for Carolina, who has been money in the playoffs, gets the Canes to within 1. Shea Theodore up the right side to Brett Howden. Playoff goal scoring leader, I should say. Robbed by Freddie Anderson. And there's his first look. On the save from off the stick of Brett Howden. Yeah, that's cute. We know he's made 7 saves. You know how we know that? Because he's faced 9 shots and given up 2 goals. So, again, not an edge stat. And the Canes win another draw, which is to the surprise of absolutely no one. Logan Stankoven. Takeaway for Eichel, and he couldn't finish. Now Anderson with a blast. That goes off of Freddie Anderson to the corner. Golden Knights track the puck down for Stone. Now to Hannafin, he lets it go, and that's blocked. Bit of a puck battle. Puck bounces all the way around. Carried in now by Dorfield. Tomas Hertl. Had the puck right at the end, and the Golden Knights have a 2-1 lead. Here's the last goal off the stick of Taylor Hall for the Hurricanes. 2-1 after one. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, 10-7 in favor of the VGK. Hits 11-5 in favor of Vegas. And the passing percentage dominated, as is the faceoff dot by the Hurricanes. No penalties to speak of. Maybe we'll get one in a second. We'll have to see. But Vegas leading 2-1 after 20, which is 20 minutes down, 40 minutes up. See what this second period is all about, shall we? And the Hurricanes tie it. Andrei Svechnikov. Just like that, the top line comes to life for the Canes, and we're tied at 2. And I'll give credit, that was a very nice goal. Got to get that second line out there and see if we can get Marner his third. Because nobody else appears to have beaten Anderson yet. Maybe we can change that. Another one draw for Carolina. It's brought into the Golden Knights zone. Blocked off this time. Up the middle, here comes Jack Eichel on the rush for Vegas. Spins left wing circle, cuts to the right wing side, and a big save by Anderson as Carolina came out hot. And it looks like we're going to get a penalty shot. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I would have taken the tripping call instead, but it is what it is. And it's Svechnikov who has the Canes' most recent goal. And he's stoned by Carter Hart. Highlighting Braden McNabb. And again, the only thing I'm concerned about with him right now is his health. I mean, if he could play, that would be fantastic, but I'm more concerned about his long-term health from taking a puck to the face. Mitch Maner with a beautiful strip. He's got it. Backhand shot denied this time by Anderson. Karlsson couldn't settle the puck down. Now it's back to the blue line. Theodore lets it go, and that's off the pad of Anderson. Marner now to the right wing side. He's got it. Lost it. Back out to the blue line for the aforementioned McNabb, and it's tipped in front by Theodore. Shane ain't so. Theodore scored. Golden Knights lead now by 1. Cool, I got rewards points. Love it. It was tied until it was not. Thanks to the fantastic deflection by Shea Theodore, who jumped up in the rush. Now Marner has it. Battle for the puck. It gets to the stick of Braden McNabb. Back down the wall to McNabb. Theodore lets a blast go and he scores! 27 heaven! As Shea Theodore's got his second of the game! Apparently, if you were 93 or 27 in this game for Vegas, you could beat Freddie Anderson. Nobody else has. What a strange game this has been so far. 102-mile-an-hour slap shot. Bing! Boosty! .14:29 remaining. Here in the second. And Vegas gave up a tying goal and are now up by 2. Jack Eichel skates in, shoots, denied by Anderson. Back out to the blue line again. Theodore lets it rip, denied by Anderson as well. Back to the blue line for McNabb for a one-timer, but it was blocked. McNabb decides to step up. Pass across to Mark Stone. Up the left side, or up the right side rather, than Dorofeev. And he will dump it in. Eichel with a hit. Collects the puck off the wall. He is unstoppable, except by Freddie Anderson. 11:47 to go in period 2. Another one draw by the Hurricanes, but knocked off the puck. Shot out in front for Barbashev, and he nearly put it in. There's Robertson, and he's taken to the wall. Anderson finds Barbashev, who's got all kinds of time, and he couldn't finish. Where is the puck? Golden Knights get a power play out of this. Not quite sure what happened. Former Golden Knight Will Carrier going to the box. Let's see. Oh, you can't do that. Cross-check, and Vegas now going to the man advantage. Hurdle to take the draw. Lost it. And the Canes send it all the way down. Jack Eichel tried the stretch pass, picked off by Chatfield, and dumped right back into the Golden Knights end of the ice. Eichel looks to regroup. Finds Dorofeev. Dorofeev jostled off the puck, regathers it. In a battle along the wall with Slavin. Couldn't really get the shot away that he wanted. Marner to the front of the net, denied by Anderson. 42 seconds to go on the man advantage, 8:37 to go on the second. And the Golden Knights finally get a chance in the latter stages of this power play. Hurdle wins it back. Marner from the blue line. Let it go, and it was stopped by Anderson. Well, the Knights regather. Up the left side to Eichel. Eichel turning. Cuts to the front, lost it. Hurdle's got it. Rebound! Hurdle got that too, or Anderson got that as well, rather. And the Golden Knights 0 on the man advantage so far. Marner with a couple of great chances. Jordan Martinook gets crunched. Not once, but twice. And Vegas regathers the puck. Up to the right side now to Barbashev. Ivan Barbashev. Dancing. Fires! Blocked off a stick. Behind the net to Karlsson. Karlsson trying to pop out in front. Back again to Jordan Martinook. Not a stall. Fed behind the net. Rasmus Anderson with the carry. Lost the puck. Hung on to it. Shot! And floats in on Anderson. May have been deflected in front, which did not give the Golden Knights the shot they wanted. There's another look at Freddie Anderson, so that's 2. Okay, again, that is not a stat. Okay, that's number 2 for Freddie Anderson. So if he gets one more, that's it. We're not watching any more highlights. Puck rolls in on Hart. Carried in now by Riley Smith. Smith Dances in, denied by Anderson. And he's got that. Okay, that's all you're going to get, buddy. I mean, that was a pretty solid save, I'll give you that, but still. All right, there's your 40% threat analysis. If he didn't waste time, he probably could have scored there, but be that as it may. Dowd with the back blast, and that puck went off the back wall. Settle down now to Smith. Riley Smith dances in, denied by Anderson once again. Hurricanes look to break out. Jackson Blake crunched into the wall and collected by Caden Korzak. How is that not icing? Lazan hustles. Finds a pass to nobody in particular, and it's given away. Here comes Karlsson, but he's offside. 5 seconds to go in the second period. Yeah, congratulations. We're not watching that. Like I say, hard and fast rule. You got highlighted 3 times. That's enough. You can even show the Taylor Hall goal again if you want. Or the Svechnikov goal. Vegas was tied right at the beginning of the second period, thanks to the goal from Andrei Svechnikov. But a pair of goals from Shea Theodore puts Vegas up top by 2. There's the last one. Let's take a look at the stats after 40 minutes. Shots on goal 26-12 favor of the VGK. Hits 28-14 in favor of Vegas. Passing percentage better for Vegas, but Carolina still winning in that department. Face-offs, we don't need to talk about that. Vegas did have a power play, weren't successful on it, but they did score 2 goals at even strength. So let's see if we can close this one out and go up 3-0 in this playthrough, and hopefully go up 2-1 in the actual Stanley Cup final tonight. 40 minutes down, 20 minutes up. Let's see what this third period has in store, shall we? Canes win yet another draw. Golden Knights have to get it back. McNabb up the left side for Theodore. Theodore carries in. Dusts it off. Tries to get the shot away, and it's denied. And now Stone settles it down for Vegas. He'll fire, denied by Anderson off the shoulder. Eichel denied in tight. Here's Sebastian Aho. Sebastian no, because he gets hip check, knocked off the puck. Battle with McNabb. And a drive by Jalen Chatfield. And the Canes are now within 1. Probably a goal that Hart wants back, I would think. He got bumped a little bit as well, but nobody knows what goalie interference is, so obviously there's no point in challenging it. Can't do the challenges in this game anyway, but still, that would be a neat feature. Although I can see it going horribly wrong. Save made by Hart. Canes kind of rejuvenated a little bit after that goal. Stone and Hannafin play give and go. There's Stankhoven. Knocked off the puck. And now Rasmus Anderson gets it to Howden, who will simply dump it in. Directed along the wall by the goal scorer, Marner, and a save by Anderson. Where's the puck? He's got it. And there's a Golden Knight in the Canes net. No, we don't need to see that. It's been the Freddie Anderson show for highlights. I don't think they've highlighted a single other player on either side. So I know what YouTube's going to do. It's going to give me 3 Freddie Andersons to pick from as the thumbnail, and it's so annoying when that happens, because again, this is a Pro Golden Knights in this case and Pittsburgh Penguins channel. So why do I want highlights of players from the AI that I'm playing against? Oh wait, it's because AI is generating it. That's why. That's why AI is fucking scum. Save made by Hart. Up the left wing wall, here comes Mitch Maner. Maner spinning off a check, or at least attempting to. He's got the puck back. Right off the pussy! Beautiful stop up there. Now Barbashev has it for Vegas. Picked off. Given away. And McNabb simply gains the red line and dumps it in. Puck goes all the way around. Collected off the wall for Barbashev. Pops out in front, and Anderson got across to deny that. Barbashev will try again. He's denied. Rebound! Taylor Hall with 2 Golden Knights defensemen back. Puck goes to the corner, recollected by Hall. Given away, here comes Riley Smith. Smith stops up. Fires off the post! You gotta be kidding me. So many posts. And a little shout out to Mortal Kombat with that, of course. Gotta throw that in there, because I do love me some MK. As I'm sure longtime viewers of my channel will know. Stone looks to carry it in. He's bumped off the puck by Nikishin. Will Carrier, the former Golden Knight, gets jostled. Takes a ride into the boards again. I don't know how that pass was missed. But, of course, they're going to get the free icing, and they're probably going to score right off the draw. Well, they're finally showing somebody else. Jordan Martin. Oh, and it's definitely because of a hit. Pretty shitty angle, to be fair, that first one. I mostly saw the ref. I didn't even see where Martinook was or who he hit or anything. Eichel actually wins the defensive draw. Got it to Dorofeev. Dorofeev gains the red line and sends the puck in. It almost rolls in on Anderson. He doesn't know where it is. Slavin's got it. Now Jarvis. Finds Aho. Now Chatfield. And Jack Eichel gains the red line and sends it in. Oh, tried to get the pass to Eichel. Maybe Dorofeev should have shot there. It's almost like a blind man did that pass. Puck carried in now by Anderson. Big blast and a save made by Frederick Anderson. Down to the final minute. Here's Stankoven. Nice defensive play. Puck sent all the way around. Collected along the wall. Karlsson! Bullseye! Wild Bill, the empty netter, and the Golden Knights lead 5-3. Just a very simple play. Dump the puck in. Karlsson gets there before Slavin. Picks the puck up off the wall and hits the open 4x6. Nothing more you need to say about that. 35.4 to go. And Hurdle wins the draw. Finds Colton Sissons. Sissons fires and a save for Freddie Anderson. He'll hang on. 29 and a half to go. Highlights for Mitch Maner. There's his first goal. And goal number 2 on the back end. Both of which were fantastic. And then Marner with the pass to McNabb. McNabb lets it go, and Theodore tips it in front. And Mitch Maner, magic indeed, with a 3-point night, 2 goals and an assist. Off the one draw, and Korzak put it high and wide. Nowlo's on to the front of the net. And Anderson's got it, 19 seconds to go. It's a battle for it. And the Vegas Golden Knights go up 3-0 in the Stanley Cup final. I should say 3-0. That'll make a little more sense. In a gutsy 5-3 win against the Canes. They did not go away and did tie it and then get it back to within 1 goal. But it was sealed with the empty netter from William Karlsson. Where the Golden Knights have a chance now to close out the series in Game 4, in this playthrough at least. And again, like I said, hopefully they go up 2-1 tonight on home ice. Let's take a look at the stats before we wrap things up. Shots on goal, 39-16 in favor of the VGK. Hits, 46-23 in favor of Vegas. And the passing percentage and faceoffs both go to Carolina. The less I say about faceoffs, the better. It's not even close. Only penalty to Carolina in that game. We were not able to capitalize on it. But we did get 4 goals at even strength and an empty netter for the 5-3 win. Thank you all for tuning in to this episode of the 600th episode spectacular here on the VIG Lounge. There's going to be many more streams for a week celebrating 600 episodes, so tune in for those, please. There's going to be some wrestling content, some hockey content, and, as always, some Super Mario World. Well, Super Mario, I should say. I kind of spoiled it. Going to be doing some Super Mario World playthrough again. I have to start from scratch, though, because my hard drive isn't working, my portable one. So, going to try to do some justice for Super Mario World, one of my all-time favorite comfort games as a kid. So tune in for that. But until next time, I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer 1987, celebrating 600 episodes of the VIG Lounge. Thank you all for tuning in once again. I bid you adieu. Have yourselves a sensational Saturday, everybody.